Hello, hello. Stream will be starting soon. Give us like 2 minutes and it will be starting soon. Hello, hello, everybody. Good to have you. Today we have Taiwai joining us.
Hello. How's everyone today? Welcome, Peppermint.
Hello, Peppermint. So, Mental Health Mondays are kind of going to be like podcasts with conversations with you guys. So, I'm very excited to have them. Um, um, as a new addition. We're just trying them out, and if they don't stick, then that is okay. But I thought that it would be great. Yeah. So podcast type just chatting idea. So yeah. Today's conversation is going to be based around how mental health affects us day to day. And I'm glad that you like that idea, Peppermint. that that makes me all tingly and excited. Yes, yes. I'm gonna start off asking Taiwai, what have you done for your mental health lately?
Not as much as I could be doing. We did end up taking a trip to the beach over the weekend, and it's good to get out and get under the sun. Felt pretty good. Past that, I've just been trying to devote some time to hobbies and stuff that actually enriches rather than doom scrolling on TikTok like I've been known to do. What about you? What have you done for your mental health?
For me, I've been taking naps, which is kind of a two-sided sword, really, because if you take too many naps, then it feeds into depression. So it's kind of like I've got to balance it, not take too much of a nap, but or take too many naps, but still take my naps. Because I've learned that if I don't take naps, then I don't recharge as easily because I'm very introverted and I've been spending a lot of time streaming. And even though I'm not around people, the stress of talking to people, the stress of like being seen by people. Um, it heightens my anxiety, and like it feeds into my anxiety. And I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, you know? And so I take naps and recharge that way. Um, I also have something called the freedom tapping technique that I do, um, which people can look up. Um, and it it's tapping like your like chest or your pressure point areas to like stimulate your vagus nerve so that you like you don't it it calms you faster um than if you didn't do that. Kind of tricks your body, I guess. So when I'm about to have a panic attack or something, I do that. And that's very helpful to me as well. I haven't had to do that lately though, so that's been really nice. But that's generally what I do for my mental health.
Peppermint, I think there will be a bot just like there is with all the normal streams.
Yes, peppermint. There should be a a a I don't know how to pronounce that.
Bot, bid, either.
Video, VOD. There should be something afterwards that you should be able to watch, yes. It being 3 a.m. though, I understand you wanting to sleep. I would want to sleep too. So right now is a ad break. So we're just gonna quickly let everybody enjoy those Shadow Realm shenanigans. Yes. Yes, we are. And for you subscribers, I am sorry that you have to wait for more content. It's about 50 more seconds. But I hope that everybody has been enjoying their week. Yes. And enjoying their time or their weekend rather, since the week just began. It's a Monday. I'm still trying to get used to the fact that it's a Monday. Dang Mondays. Welcome back from the Shadow Realm. Welcome, Silver Fry. No gonna do boom booms.
We live in a place where there is a fire ban due to drought, so unfortunately your townsfolk don't get to shoot fireworks, though the city is still going to put on a fireworks show. We look forward to it each year, but our main plans are barbecue with family and try to relax and not work that day. Pretty sure I've heard that one.
I have not heard that one. What do you call a book club that's been stuck on one book for years? Shelved would be my guess. But that's really tame. Church.
Yep, I have heard that one. Hmm. Welcome, Dragneil.
Welcome, Dragneel. So continuing the discussion, how mental health affects us day to day. Would you like to start off, Taiwai?
Sure. I'll take the lead. Never having been diagnosed, but several professionals have said that I have a form of depression. I struggle every day to get up and do the things that are needed. Of course, I go to work like you're supposed to and go through that, but I find it's the little things that I end up pushing off. The, oh, do I clean the dishes now, or push them off later and hope class gets to them, or getting home and just not having the energy to do something, whether it be fun or chores. There's been plenty of times we've gone to fast food because neither of us have the energy to cook. And so, from a day to day standpoint, it's just a slog. Some days are better than others, of course. Today was, for me at least, a fairly tame Monday. Went to work, nothing major happened. Got off work, went and picked up food, and got ready for the stream. So, fairly good day. However, last week there was a couple of days in which, yeah, I kind of just dragged the whole day. Well, I'll let you take the floor, Gladys, and kind of continue on from there with your days.
Do I struggle with tyranting every day and having absolute power over others? Hmm. Absolute power over my cats. Yes, I wish that was true. Sadly, my cats have absolute power over me. Most of the time. I am a sucker for their furriness.
Pretty much. Though we have two kitties that seem to run the house just as much as they do what they're told.
Yeah, they listen pretty well though. So they're pretty good cats. Cats do have power over everyone. Yes. Welcome in, Tiny Tony. Nice to have you. If I did have absolute power over everybody in my life, it would be very draining. And I don't think I could handle that. It would be very stressful. Can you imagine that, Taiwai? My anxiety would I would crumble.
This is true.
Oh man. So my mental health and how it affects me day to day. Mostly I struggle with anxiety and I also have PTSD and like CPTSD, not just normal PTSD. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. It's a pleasure. And I also have depression, major depression. I have characteristics of OCD and characteristics of borderline personality disorder due to my mother having it. That doesn't mean that I have it. It just means that I have characteristics of that. And mostly the characteristics I have are my emotions being very high. So, my emotions play a very big role in my mental health. And of course, because a lot of mental health evolves around emotions. So, but I just so back on track. Bear with me, guys. This is the first time I've done this, and I'm not very good at talking with people. Oh my god, thank you so much for the subscription. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. But yeah, just bear with me as I tumble over my words because this is new to me. Yeah, streaming is a good chance to practice my yapping. uh, I'm not very good at talking to a screen, but I'm working on it. Um, so but when my anxiety gets really high, I forget a lot. And when my anxiety gets really high, I also get a bit paranoid. So and I get afraid to leave my house and I isolate. So I have to be really careful and aware of my tendencies when I get that way. So, thank you so much, Tony. You're very encouraging. um, yeah, I hope I can build my self esteem because my self esteem is crap. uh,
This is true. I have been working trying to help build up your self-esteem for as long as we've known each other. It's better than it used to be, though. And every day it's getting better.
yeah. So, but yeah, so that's how it affects me day to day. I would expand upon that and say that my cats are affected by my emotional states and by my mental health. So if I am very stressed out and having a bad day, like today, for example, I was streaming and earlier today and I saved over my personal save file while streaming. At least it wasn't my streaming save file though. So there's that. Silver lining, right? But I got really sad and I started crying after my stream. And my cats were both meowing at me and started getting distressed because I was distressed. And I was like, it's okay. and they were trying to comfort me, and then I was trying to comfort them. So that's good and therapeutic. We're therapeutic for each other, and we help calm each other. And then everything settles down. And animals are great. Animals are great. And I'm building a support group on my Discord channel, which you can join if you want. Um, just a little self,
Plug.
what?
Plug.
Plug there. No shame. If you wanna join my Discord, uh, links in the bio. But no, no force there. It is very small right now and still being built. But we do all support each other there. So,
Alright. So, let's talk about some of the little things that people do day to day to help with their mental health. Dregneel has already mentioned trying to leave the house at least once a week. We do the same. We like to grocery shop at least on a weekly basis. That way it forces us out and we then can A, do an errand that we have to get done, and B, get out of the house and be active. Aside that, we like to, anytime we have a chance, try and get a little bit of sunlight, whether that's just driving around town or going to different shops, the beach, little things here and there to try and uplift ourselves. Me personally, things that I like to do lately to help out with my mental health is I downloaded a word game on my phone, Word Salad. I'm not the best at it, but it seems to help out, at least get my brain moving, and it's a small little accomplishment that I do in the morning before I get started with my day to try and kick it off right. Though sometimes I sit there staring at the letters for longer than I like to admit. In class, what are a few things that you do to help with your mental health on a day-to-day basis?
what other things do I do other than nap? I try to enjoy my hobbies. So, I'm a huge tea snob. Like, I really love my tea.
Like loose leaf tea in a pitcher with a tea set and the whole 9 yards when she has tea.
Yeah. So, like fancy afternoon tea style tea, like sometimes even make myself some little like tea sandwiches to go with my tea or little sweet treats to go with my tea. Make myself a little like afternoon tea party for myself type tea. Um yeah, I treat myself, yes, with my tea. Um Speaking of which, I really need to make scones again and do that. That's like on my list, but I need to buy some stuff to be able to do that. So I'm gonna need to add that to the grocery list. You should probably remind me of that, tell you why.
Will do. Yeah, that's another thing we gotta do. Make the list for the next couple of weeks.
And I think that actually helps my mental health because my slight characteristics of OCD and needing organization to help with my anxiety, um, planning out the meals and like having a structure to stuff really helps me like worry less.
It also cuts out the end of day conversation of, hey, what are we doing for dinner? And the I don't know what sounds good back and forth that used to take a chunk out of every evening.
I didn't mind that conversation actually, but crocheting does help the brain stay calm. Actually, fidgeting with your fingers is actually scientifically proven to release certain chemicals in your brain, like chewing gum does, which I find interesting. Like similar chemical.
Does leg bouncing release that same chemical?
I don't know. That's something to look into.
Feels like it might because
It's a fidget, so it might.
yeah, I was gonna say it feels like it might because I've noticed I used to bounce my leg, but now I'm more active with my hands, typing on computers, taking notes, stuff like that. And I don't tend to bounce my leg as much anymore. Yeah, Dragneil, that's the main reason why I've struggled with crocheting. I can't count the amount of times that I couldn't count.
And yeah, um, Silver, having a plan and having a routine does help with anxiety to an extent, except for when I like get paranoid. Because when I get paranoid, I hyperfixate. And so, like, if I hyperfixate on something and sticking to like a plan, then it becomes actually super detrimental. Like, it becomes unhealthy because I like nitpick the plan. Like, it has to be a specific way. And if it's not that way, then something's wrong. But yeah, for the most part, sticking to a plan does help anxiety. It just depends on like the person. Dragneel, I forgot that you had a math degree. And yeah, you would think that it would help your counting ability. I find that funny that it doesn't.
With planning stuff out, I find that I tend to over plan. So I'll give you an example. About 2 weekends ago, I said, all right, I'm gonna wake up, have breakfast, and then I'm going to the bank. I'm gonna go clean the garage. I'm going to do some woodworking and clean the backyard. Well, I was like, okay, I'll give myself about 2 to 3 hours per task. That eats up most of the day. Once I'm done, grab dinner. It's a productive day. Well, I managed to do one and like a half of those. I mostly cleaned the garage, and I did get a new bank. And but the other stuff just kind of fell back, and I sat there going, man, I had such big plans for the weekend, and had to push off cleaning the backyard for another week, and was able to accomplish that, if only a little bit, last weekend. So it helps when you have the energy to do the plan. But I would say, like, in my day to day at work, planning out and scheduling out appointments and all of that is probably the most beneficial thing. And the only reason why I can struggle through work on most days is I can look at the clock and say, okay, I know I'm dealing with such and such at this time, and I've got X amount of time to get other stuff done beforehand. And it helps remove a little bit of that anxiety of, what's going on, what's the phone call's gonna bring, and all of that.
What do you call a fish who hates the number two?
I don't think I know this one.
A hook? I don't know.
No.
A tuna. I love puns. That's great.
That's kind of funny.
A tuna. And people who are not subscribed have been pulled back into the eternal abyss of shadow realmed Adland. So we shall wait for them to rejoin us in a minute and 15 seconds.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Working on it.
Can't bother me.
I do not drink enough water.
No.
I usually drink energy drinks or soda or coffee or tea.
Nobody's done the you didn't keep up on the hydrates while I was gone.
I did add sound, Dragneel. I did. And it's funny. It's great.
Good.
I'm glad you like the sound.
For those of you who missed it while you were in the Shadow Realm, I've got some points, so go ahead and pop it again.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, you gotta use my points for something.
Remember to stretch.
Oh, that one's cute. Big stretch.
I don't know how to redeem them. Like to mark them as completed.
Yeah, you gotta be in mod view for it.
Like I suck at that. So they just eternally happen to not be completed.
I have more points than Dragneel. I have more points than Dragneel. I have 3,500 points.
You're wonderful, Silver. Thank you for stopping by and having such positivity.
Take it easy.
I did, in fact, stretch though, and my shoulder popped.
Yeah, I marked it as completed. Kitty now. Oh, there's just the kitty over there. Ah, that's how I got ahead of you. You were ahead of me for the longest time. Because I don't get to watch much while I'm at work.
Yeah.
So, we've sidebarred for a little bit. Let's get on topic. So last we were talking about was things that we do to help out with our mental health. On a day-to-day type basis. And I think we pretty well covered what we tend to do for ours. Work on hobbies and try to get some sunlight.
Yeah. Is there anything that you guys would like to contribute to the conversation? Do not feel pressured at all. Just opening it up for people to talk if they want to.
You know, the one bad part about being talk to text is there certainly is. I noticed it just the other day when I was moderating for the giveaway stream. The delay between like having to think of what to say and typing it out was definitely throwing me off. Because on one ear, I'm listening to you talk, and on the other side, I'm trying to type in chat and keep up with people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm mostly yapping for a buffer to allow anyone who wants to throw out questions or talk about their ways they help with their mental health or anything to have a chance to type it out. And so it's not just dead silence.
That is appreciated. Yeah, I struggle with not having dead silence myself. Dead air is hard to fill.
And you don't have to get it 100%. It's just nice to have some conversation flowing, even if there's gaps in the speech, even if there's pauses and breaks, as long as the majority is filled up.
I think my brain just pauses a lot and kind of just flatlines.
I get that.
It goes, anxiety.
That is about what happens to me towards the end of a workday. It's probably got something to do with my depression, but it seems like, or maybe my ADD, which is also undiagnosed. I should probably see a doctor at some point. But, anyways, towards the end of the day, after, I work tech support for those who don't know. Upon getting to the end of the day, the last hour and a half, I'm staring at the clock going, there is nothing that's gonna hold my attention. If a customer calls with an emergency, they're out of luck tonight. I'll try my best, but I might call back in the morning when I'm fresh. Roomba thought nets. I get that, because definitely seen that myself. Where it seems to linger around, and occasionally you'll run back over the same area.
No comment.
But my Roomba definitely gets stuck from time to time. Shifting back to the train of thought. Kicking you today.
Yeah, my asthma is kicking me today. But I did take my inhaler just now, so.
It always takes it a moment to kick in.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, train of thought. It's that easy to lose. Um, yeah, it's gone. Oh well.
I think sometimes my cats suffer a little bit with being suffocated with attention when I'm having bad days because I turn to them for comfort. And I I feel for them a little bit, but at the same time, it's like it's become their job. So,
And they live very good lives. They get spoiled. Earlier today, we went and picked up chicken tenders from the store, and both of the kitties got little bits and pieces from them because, we spoil them just as much as they end up being catnapped. In fact, one is about a couple feet away, laying on the couch, staring out the window right now.
yes. Yes.
I've heard of a couple of people who do that, Stragneel. I have thought about trying that. Taking like D&D-esque tavern music and or like medieval light background noise, and I'll have to try it one of these days. I've been on the board with it because like typically when I go and I'm like, okay, this needs to get done, I typically go to Spotify and I throw on like metal. Um, so like Korn or Slipknot, System of a Down, sometimes older metal like Judas Priest and stuff like that. Because for me, that gets me like amped and pumps me with energy, and so that helps push me through. That's adorable. I might have to try that with glass. We have a witch hat that might do something similar. Currently, it lives on our armoire and only gets worn around Halloween or during special MTG Commander nights when somebody plays Monarch. We pass the witch hat around. Yes, it's getting close to your bedtime.
No.
Surprised you.
I napped so much today. It is not time for my bedtime.
I can already tell. I give you like 2.5 hours.
No. No.
We'll see.
No. I deny.
Yeah, but if I start all the way back with like the Ithaca saga or the Troy saga, I will.
He has to start from the beginning.
Well, not necessarily. I like starting from the first one, Troy, and then running through the whole thing over the course of like a week, just listening to one or two songs. But I will occasionally pick a song here or there. I think my favorite saga is probably. Oh god. Not Ocean. It's. Give me a second.
I like how we're all fans here. Apparently. Tiny Tony even says Ithaca Saga is so good.
It's gotta be Thunder. Thunder Saga.
I can't sing.
Oh yeah, you guys don't want me to sing.
I can't sing ever since getting sick. So just yeah.
I'm about the same, Tiny Tony. I will. It it gets played in my car more often than anything else. Like for a little bit, we were on a sleep token camp. Oh, but I can't carry a note with a bucket. God Games is a good one. Oh my god, I had Hold 'em Down stuck in my head, and I was at work, and I'm like, I cannot start humming this in the middle of work. But it is stuck in my head, and it's like the worst song to get stuck in your head, because if you accidentally say it out loud, people are gonna look at you like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I agree. It is a great villain song.
The best villain song, in my personal opinion, so far that
Yeah.
I have heard.
It's up there. Okay, no. I'm gonna say it takes a good second place because the best villains song, not necessarily a song with a villain singing, but a song associated to a villain, in my opinion, is One Winged Angel.
I don't think I've heard it.
Sephiroth's theme song.
Oh.
Yeah, to me, that's the best villain song. But if the villain has to sing, then yeah, Hold 'em Down. It gets its point across. Granted, trigger warnings and all of that, but it gets its point across. He is a villain. Oh, against the lyric. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's one of those. I was taken back the first time I heard it, and I was like, "Ooh, that's no, I get it." Because like I've read the source material, and yeah, it's in line with old Greek myths and stuff like that. So I get it. Yeah, I love the fact that all of the villain songs like Polyphemus and Ruthlessness and all of those um, played throughout, and then right at the very end, it shifts to being, oh, Odysseus is now the one on top dishing out the pain for the first time in this entire saga or this entire series.
So, it's safe to say that this is another way that Taiwan manages his depression.
Yes, music has always been a way to soothe my depression. Whether it's listening to Irish to get that upbeat, happy-go-lucky, techno to feel the energy in bass, metal to get amped off the electric guitar, bass, and drum, or your, musical about a 2,000-year-old book that is absolutely to die for. I will agree, Tiny Tony. Charberus is a pretty good song. Um, I was thinking about it. I'm like, it's all just Jorge. There's no background. There's no backup. There's no top side to side because Charberus doesn't have a voice. I hadn't thought about that. I'm stealing that, Dragneil. Hmm. But yes, I've always had an affiliation to liking music and using it to get chores done. Um,
That is glorious, Dragmeal. I like that.
your poor voice.
I can't sing anymore. I'm fine. Kind of. I feel so sad about it. You guys don't understand because you never heard my singing voice, but I used to have a good singing voice. I used to be in choir. It used to be great, and then I got sick and I lost my voice for like 2 months. And yeah.
And this was just like earlier this year that this happened.
Yeah, and then my voice is permanently a little bit deeper, and it's like, yeah, it's just like, it's sad, is what it is. It's just sad. Suffering. Yes, the ending is so good, Tiny Tony. The ending makes me cry every time I hear it.
I will agree with Drag Neil on making things easier. What one of my friends did when they had some knee problems was they actually got like a portable stool that they would take with them, and if they had to like stop like waiting in line at a grocery store or something, they would just pop the little portable stool down and just sit down because they couldn't stand for a little while. And that's taking care of your physical health. Doing stuff like wearing gloves or having something in your ear to muffle the noises if you're in a busy area, or there's a lot of background noise and disturbances, can help with your mental health. And I think that's something a lot of people overlook, and more people should be open-minded to.
Okay, I'll just call you Tony. Good to know.
Reminds me of a Crash Bandicoot boss. Ribby!
Really?
Welcome.
Wow, I said that really loud. I'm so sorry. That was probably very loud.
Yeah, it is something hard to get over, Drag Neil. What we were told a while back was run the dishwasher twice if you have to. Like, if it doesn't get all the dishes clean and you just don't have the energy to try and hand wash them, just run the dishwasher a second time. And, you know, it's fine if that's what you need to do to get them clean, to take that off your shoulders. Then do whatever. Life's so hard as it is. Make your life as easy as possible.
Yes, Ribby, you hear Taiwai. Taiwai is co-host for Mental Health Mondays, which we are running like a podcast every Monday. So yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you. Once we got a dishwasher,
I was so happy. Like, if we ever have to go back to not having a dishwasher, I will physically cry. Like,
I'll
and
be the
sob. I will be a sobbing mess. and you will be the one doing dishes. I will refuse. I will use the fact that I've been doing dishes this whole time against you.
That's all that
I will be like, for years I have done this, Straw. Now it is on you. No. Because we both hate dishes with a burning passion. And yeah. Dishes are freaking awful. The least favorite chore ever. Other than cat litter boxes. Which I also do. Yeesh, yeesh. So, the topic is how much mental health affects us day to day. And we have been talking about that. So, Ribby, how does mental health affect you day to day? Some people say you're crazy, Ribby. Come on, be for real. I don't believe that. You're not crazy. You're not a crazy frog. You're just no. Just no. It's just not possible. And yeah, I guess we're all just a little crazy. In some way, shape, or form, we're all a little crazy in our own ways.
That's for sure.
We all a little cray cray.
You know, seasonal depression and mental issues are quite common. I gotta say, winter is always a bit more rough for me than summer. What's driving you insane, Dragneel?
Aw, you did the Ribby. Hugs to you. Yeah, family shit.
Oh, yeah. I wish you the best. Family can be both a blessing and a curse. Usually more of that last one.
Their family is toxic as shit. No offense. Dragneel. Dragneel wrote a letter to their sister, and their handwriting looked so wrong, they thought that she was dead. and her husband was covering it up.
That makes my head hurt.
Yeah. It is crazy as shit. It's insane. Oh yeah, Ribby. It could totally be Dragmeal's husband right now. Totally be. Their go-to wasn't, oh, she wrote so a 10-year-old could read her writing. Yeah, I know.
Some people. Some people.
Some deep tea right there, Dragmeal. Some deep tea. Fucking people. That sounds like some shit my mother would pull.
Mm.
Except for it'd be like, you purposefully did that to appear dead. I feel for you, Dragneil. I feel for you. That's what I'm saying.
My handwriting is so bad, Dragneil, that sometimes I can't read it. And those around me sure can't read it. I almost don't get to write the weekly food stuff because later in the week when we go to see what's for dinner, we look at it and go, wait, what was that? And it takes a moment to decipher my calligraphy or lack thereof. So I get that on a spiritual level. And I wish you the best. Family drama is always a pain.
Family is very tough to deal with. I just, I'm not close to mine either, Dragmeal. I don't even talk to my sisters anymore because they're so toxic to me.
Your handwriting's so good though. Compared, I will have to find something that I wrote and share it out to you at some point.
Your handwriting is not that bad, Dragneil. Jesus. It looks fancy. I mean, yeah, there are some spots where it looks a little messy and it's hard to read, but like,
No problem, Tony.
what's going on?
Always jumping to show support for someone else. No problem. Keep
No
others
problem.
Up.
Bye
And we'll see you when you
bye.
get back.
It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the support.
Oh.
I didn't want to ban the user. I was just exiting the thingy.
What happened? Do I accidentally ban someone?
No,
Okay.
the unable to ban user.
Oh. Regular handwriting. Oh my god, it's like looking in a mirror. Yeah, you have decent handwriting. It's on par with my chicken scratch. Notes for now. I can't show notes for D&D. One of my players is nearby. Granted, we're not ever gonna get back to that campaign. Ugh. Drives me crazy.
Poor Wubby.
Hmm.
Ugh. We made it to 8. We're doing good.
Oh, halfway through. Over halfway if we give up early.
If we give up early. Oh my god. He was saying that it would be hard to do a 2-hour stream.
Most podcast type things where you're just talking, especially if you're trying to keep it to a single topic, are about an hour plus or minus a little bit. 2 hours, you either have to know a lot about it or apply for the ADHD tax of getting off topic, which we've been absolutely wonderful at doing so far. So, I think we'll just write on that one. Give us some extra wiggle room so we can get off topic for a bit before circling back around.
It makes it more fun for people.
I mean, yeah. This is true. Then once we're done with
And then we're
this-
not sticklers, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, it's good. And I had a feeling this is how it was going to go. And honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. Just chatting with our community and trying to share tips and tricks and talk about something that doesn't get talked about enough. Well, now more than ever in the past, but still think it doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ruby looks so offended that we're not the favorite community.
Like I say, Tony comes from a server we're both in mutually that has quite a robust user base or member list in the Discord. I think it's like what? Oh, I don't get to see. It's a lot. That's all I remember.
The rabbit hole.
Yeah, the rabbit hole has.
It comes from the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
From Whiskey Rabbit's Discord.
Right there's. What's the user list on this? I can't find it right now. A lot. She has a lot of people.
Yeah, she has a ridiculous amount of people. I suggested to Whiskey Rabbit that she post a live channel share in her Discord for people to
Like
do video
art and
gaming
stuff
and
like
art
that.
streaming and stuff, so that we could all support each other's content. And deck share and stuff for people who do Magic the Gathering and everything. And she was like, that's a great idea. And then she actually did it. And I was like, holy shit. I feel so loved.
About 7,500 members in her rabbit hole. So you know, just a slightly bigger community. Just slightly. Granted, I don't ever post in that one.
But yeah, so I like you to
Ooh.
I don't do much art, but I'm an artist as well, so
My user icon. the
I'm
little
on her
chibi
Discord.
Cthulhu glass made.
Yes, that is true. On the Discord, I made his Chibi Cthulhu.
Discord. I use that for my profile pic in almost everything now, love.
Oh,
It's my Twitch icon, it's my Discord icon, it's my couple of other app icons.
okay.
Discord.
Like, I knew that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it pretty much is now.
It took me 6 hours to make, but yeah. I was very nitpicky about it.
Is it going to be my avatar? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
All communities are my favorite ones. Don't tell anyone though. We heard nothing.
Oh my.
We heard absolutely nothing. Seriously. People setting off fireworks. Not supposed to be setting off fireworks.
Yeah, the rabbit hole's a great server.
Yes, the rabbit hole is wonderful. I love the rabbit hole. I've been in the rabbit hole for years now. Years and years. I'm so happy she listened to my suggestion though. Like I was just like, what? What?
Welcome back, Dragneil.
It's okay, Dragneel. I would get distracted too.
Lies. I come home on lunch and you just continue streaming.
I
I'm just giving you shit.
I scoff at you.
Oh, remember since 22 on the rabbit hole? I think so. I think I've been following her on TikTok a little bit longer than that.
I just snorted, and I didn't mean to, but okay. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been a member for in her Discord. I don't know how to view that. To be honest. You don't know this. Well, you'd have a very good memory, Tony. A very good memory. Yeah, I've been a member since October 8th, 2022. You are correct, Tony. Damn, I just checked. Figured out how to check. Yes, yes. I don't do much art, but that's because I'm learning digital art still, and I don't have much space for my tablet. My tablet is massive, and the desk space I have is not much. Yes, I have like very little artwork. Very, very, very little artwork that I have done. None of it is clean. Like just ankles. And everybody is kicked into the abyss again. He gets back, we're gonna have to talk more about how mental health affects us day to day. Because we've been off topic for so long. So long.
Part of the being off topic is probably mental health related.
Yes, being off topic is probably mental health related. I'll give it that. Drug Neil. Uh-huh, uh-huh. You can see some of my art that I've done. I posted it to the art like section in the Discord. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. but that's okay.
I'm actually trying to dip my hand back into art. I've been watching kind of isometric videos, and my plan is to do like maps in the isometric style for like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. But it's gonna take a little bit of practice.
Yes. Practice for all art and crafts. I do lots of arts and crafts for mental health. And I think that they really help me relax and stuff. But they also like if I'm not too careful, they also stress me out. Like if I put too much pressure on myself, they stress me out. Like, yeah. You gotta be careful. Not to be like, your art is trash. And down talk myself, which I do often. Because I think the Cthulhu I made you is trash.
It's cute. But yeah, I get into the habit of down talking myself as well. Not just in art. Going back to the topic of the video, is more often than not that I think, man, I'm too bad for what I'm doing, or I'm not good enough for what I'm doing.
Yes. Down talking yourself is a bad loop to get into. It's a bad rut. Yeah, those are all like my first attempts at like digital art peeps. Never tried digital art before that. So like the baby dragon, the axolotl, the chibi Cthulhu. Those are all like my first attempts at. And I followed a book tutorial on them. So like I cheated a little bit by like walking through steps.
Technically, it's not cheating because you're still the one who put the pen to tablet. Cheating is, like AI art and that type of stuff.
Oh, well.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Okay. Well, it didn't come straight from my brain, so.
Most art comes from inspiration from others. It's not cheating at all, just like McNeil says.
Can I catnap you? Can I kitty nap you?
There's an attempted catnapping in progress. Please hold.
Damn it.
And she's too fast.
Huggy.
Oh, no. Back up cat. Okay. Laughing dragon emote.
I got a kitty. I got a kitty. You should take a picture.
Post it to the Discord. I good?
Yeah.
Anonymous gifter gave Adrenaline Dragon a sub. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the subby sub. I love subby subs. But also I just love nice, nice community. Cat.
Great post.
Yep.
Okay.
He's posting the catnapping to the Discord. To the Discord. I know, I'm so excited. Yes, yes.
Oh, excuse me.
So,
Alright.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
I've been sipping on it. Oh no, oh my goodness, there's even more subs coming.
Thank you all.
You're so good, you're so kind of you, there's so many. I'm gonna start crying. Thank you so much.
Somebody who just hit 10.
Did I just hit 10?
Last one was 2. Is it 10?
No, I'm at 9.
No, 9. So close yet so far. My math is bad. It's late in the day.
Apparently you can't count.
Closer it gets to the end of the day, the more true that is.
We were talking about this earlier. Ah, see, now, see, they just,
You guys are so nice.
you guys are so wonderful. You guys are so wonderful. I'm gonna have to, god damn it.
Hmm.
I have to stop myself from wanting to do stuff.
Yeah.
Tony, there's so many. There's the goal. I just reached my goal. You all are amazing. Your support is amazing. Thank you so much. I've been working my patootie off. And it looks like it paid off.
Yes.
No pun intended. Yes, thank you, thank you. There's an Ever. Can I catnap you now? God, you're making it so hard. I got her. Kitty napped. Not for very long, but kitty napped.
Remember to stretch.
Okay. I was celebrating with kitty nap.
You just freed a cat.
I did. You did just free a cat. She thanks you. Oh, don't tell me a sad story.
We have 2 kitties. There used to be 3 in this household. We feel ya.
We're gonna have 3 again
Eventually.
soon.
I'll the orange one huffed at that. Oh. Missing or illness, if you don't mind me asking.
Kitties are like family, and so are all pets. Pets are like family. We get very close to them, and they mean the world to us.
The
Oh, she's a calico.
hmm.
Callie.
Well, I hope she comes back, or at the very least, is not in danger. We had my grandma had a cat that would go house hop. We're assuming this is what happened, but he would be gone for like 2 weeks at a time, and when he came back, he didn't look um at all like he had been out on the streets for a couple of weeks. He was always well fed, well taken care of, so I'm sure he was just house hopping and always came back. So I hope yours does as well. It's always a sad thing when you have a cat or any pet go missing.
Oh, I hope she comes back. Was she an outdoor indoor cat or just an outdoor? This is why my cats are chipped.
Oh, yeah, outdoor cats are rough. Harder to keep them around with their free will.
Good night, Dragneel. Have a good night.
Good night, Dragneel. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, thanks for stopping by.
So, over the years, she's been an outdoor cat for over 5 years. That's a chunk of time.
That is a chunk of time.
We had a indoor outdoor cat that we had for many years. Um, he preferred outdoors, but he would come indoors every day to usually just sleep or eat food before going back outdoors. A couple of times he got himself injured and we had to keep him indoors, and he was the grouchiest cat indoors. He absolutely did not like being stuck inside. Yet on the flip side, one of our kitties now absolutely will not go outside.
Yes. She's afraid of outside. She lived outside at one point, and she was like, nope, I've had that life. I don't want that life. I'm done with that life.
Yeah. Nope, I get it. Meanwhile, her brother, the fat orange one of the house, will take any excuse he can to go run out on the porch.
It makes her anxious. She's like, is he gonna come back? She's very much like me. I wonder where she gets it from. Very high strung cat.
Yeah, that sounds about right. back when I was a kid, I had a basset hound who was about the same. He loved trying to get outside. Granted, he was, a basset hound, so he was not good at it. But man, did he try. Well, I think the train has officially completely derailed.
Yes, the train has officially completely derailed. And that is okay. I don't think it's getting back on the tracks.
Ankle biter. I had my ex mother in law had a chihuahua that was actually like he didn't try to run outside all the time, but if people were outside, he wanted to be outside with them. But if people were inside, he didn't want to go outside alone. So I think he was just more like liked to be around people than anything. So if you were walking out, he wanted to come with. But if you just open up the door, he wasn't going out by himself. God, that was a dumb dog.
My neighbor has some ankle biter chihuahuas, and they drive me up the fucking wall. Yap, 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 yap. Yap, 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 yap. I'm like, can you just shut up, please, for the love of God? A pebble moved.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they're cute. They're just yappers.
Shadow didn't yap a lot. He yapped a little. Also, who names a Chihuahua Shadow? Wasn't even a. He was a like bright Chihuahua.
Also, if you are shadow realmed, I am sorry.
Shawbers. Zoomies. Yeah, zoomies are fun. When kitties or dogs get to zoomies. Or orange cat Calcifer. Yes, named after the fire spirit Calcifer. Um, he gets the zoomies every once in a while.
Evie
And
gets the zoomies too.
darts around. Yeah, but she does it in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. Calci will do it in the middle of the day and just go living room, kitchen, kitchen, living room, and just go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, cute.
Aw,
I
he is cute.
I love the little Beetlejuice coat. Yeah, Calcifer's the one right above the orange one. And then if you scroll up a bit, you'll.
He was
eventually-
afraid. He's afraid that I was gonna kiss him, so he's putting his paws on my face. He was like, "No."
He's a menace. Uh, all animals are menaces in their own way, but we love them all the same. I had a tabby cat that one of the apartments I was living at, I had a window above my bed, and she would go and put her back paws on the pillow next to me, and her front paws in the windowsill and look out, and then she would shuffle back and forth across the window and like step on me, step on my face while I was trying to go to sleep or while I was sleeping, just so she could get different angles looking out the window. Yeah, she was a good cat. old picture of Tabitha. I don't think I do. Well, I probably do, but it's posted farther up. Eh. My computer's trying to tell me it's old.
Yeesh.
Spacing over there, Glass.
I'm not spacing. I'm just. Normally I take a break by now. Like one
Oh.
short break
So you
to
got
help
the-
me recharge. And I haven't taken a break this whole time. So like it's just it's weird.
Well, yeah, and at this point, we're so close to the end of the stream that it's like, well,
I gotta hit the bathroom though. So I am gonna take a break.
I'll keep chat moving. Here's the fluffy one, the kitty in question. She's gorgeous. Oh, Twister stuff on the couch. Yeah. That tends to happen. Our cats like hiding the toys and stuff under the beds and the couches and stuff like that. Couchifer plays with hair ties and he'll chase them until they get stuck somewhere he can't reach with his paws. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of my basset hound. That was before cameras were readily available and everything. Yeah. I had a tabby cat that was named Tabitha, and she was quite a pain sometimes. And to this day, I don't know how she managed to do this, but we lived on the third floor apartment, and we think she got out on the deck, and then we, closed the deck, did something else, left, and as we were on the bottom floor, ground level, and we're heading across the parking lot, we hear her meow from somewhere. And we're like, wait, that sounds like our cat. Turn around, and sure enough, she's just walking out of the grass area at this apartment complex. And no damage, no issues, no clue how she got down. She didn't follow us down the stairs or anything. I think she decided to climb down the side of a 3-story building. Oh. Yeah. I think animals know when you need a little pick me up or a little bit of attention. I think they can sense it. Well, the thing was, like, there's a flight of stairs at the front of the apartment, and then the back there was just a balcony. And so I don't know if she jumped off the balcony and fell 3 stories without getting injured at all, because she's a cat, and I know they're less likely to get injured if they're falling from a couple of stories than other animals. But yeah, our cats, they know when we need a little extra attention, and they'll come and seek us out.
Cats are weird. I'm back.
Our orange cat, Cowshifer, doesn't like to be cuddled for long, and I suspect it's because he's fat, and cuddles make him overheated. But if I lay in bed, because I just need a moment to myself, he'll come and sit, like, just far enough away that I can pet him, but not close enough that there's any body heat transfer. Yeah, that's the Chihuahua in him.
That is the Chihuahua in him.
They're energetic little dogs.
Freaking little Chihuahua. Animals are weird. Well, it's about time for the stream to end, so we're gonna call it a couple minutes early. Thank you so much for joining and for helping me hit my sub goal. You guys are wonderful.
Glass will be back at this with regular scheduled gaming tomorrow, and then throughout the rest of the week as scheduled. There might be a change of plans on the holiday. Just to give everyone a heads up, we have a guest coming over for the 4th of July on Friday. Thank you. You as well. Have a wonderful night. To all those who are in chat currently and joined us for any amount of time today. But yeah.
Yeah, the stream might be canceled for Friday. It hasn't been decided yet.
Depends on how it goes with our friend. But take it easy. Take care of your mental health, and between now and next week, when we do round 2 of Mental Health Monday, try to take care of yourselves.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.
Ciao.